Welcome to Radio, Shellshocked Radio Discovery. I almost forgot, Shellshocked Radio Discovery. And you just listened to Shadowing the Rain song. But the artist, as of this taping, is a very, very, very new artist. And this is the first single from their new EP, which is at the moment not out yet. But when you listen to that, it will be out and it will be in my Spotify playlist, because my Spotify playlist is called Gothic Rock, Darkwave, Dark Pop, Industrial Metal. So, and it fits there perfectly. I really, really like the song. But like I said, as of this taping, it's not out yet. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you, the listener and viewer, want to be in one of the next shows and or in my Spotify playlist, please use the link in the description. And then you might be in there if it's if it fits my oeuvre. I just talked with a big band of Boom, which I have played before. And I really, really, really like them, but they do more like folksy stuff. I really like them. They have quite some energy. We're a 12 people band, with a brass section and stuff, but we don't fit my oeuvre. So I really hope we'll have another song which fits in here. Check them out. By the way, this is for all the bands. If you like them, please follow them on their Instagram. Put their songs in your Spotify playlists and like them on Spotify. And so this helps the smaller ones to gain some recognition. And like I said, you just heard Shadowing with Rain Song. And I have a really cool show for you, thanks to you, because you sent me the music, and I'm very blessed that I got so much really, really good music. Anyway, now on with the show. Would you die for sex? Would you die sexual? When I will give you something for your misbehavior. Yeah, and this is the title, is the name of a next artist I'm going to play, and they are in my Spotify playlist because we're already out, and so we are more along dark wave, dark pop, more synth, electronic. So where we are, here we are. Disexual with misbehavior. Let's check them out because they're quite sexual, I have to say. This is a spicy content. I hopefully don't get irgendwie banned by, YouTube is sometimes very frigid or frigide. I don't know how you say this. I make a show for big boys and big girls, so you should know how some of sexual things go. And anyway, we are from Los Angeles, and as you know, I love Los Angeles. With this, for some reason, most of the bands I really like, or the music I really like, comes from Los Angeles. So this is another example for really good music from there. So let's see. The Disexual is a Los Angeles-based dark electronic duo of Rossellini and Anton Floriano, conjuring their influence of EBM, techno, and electropop. Their sound is an intoxicating mix of analog synthetics and seductive vocals. Pure dance floor decadence. I would say pure dance floor gold, decadence forged by pulsating industrial rhythms and dripping sensuality. Anyway, this explains it quite well. So, and they really go all in for that, pun intended. So anyway, here you go. This is Disexual with Misbehavior. You know that I'm not a very religious man. So you can say that I am in a house that God doesn't visit. But there is a Black Cross Hotel, and they have a song called The House That God Doesn't Visit, and this is a nice segue for going into some more industrial, more heavy part of the show. I have more quiet songs, so now I will ramp it up a little bit for just a little bit. And then, tone it down again. But I wanted to show you the Black Cross Hotel, guys. And we are currently in my Spotify playlist because we really, really belong in there. We're kind of like industrial rock, I would say. Metal, is it not? At least in my opinion. I mean, you can engage with me and write something in the comments if you disagree. So here we are. Black Cross Hotel, The House God Doesn't Visit. And that's our way. Emerging from a derelict warehouse buried in a back neighborhood of Chicago. This is where I learned how to ice skate, by the way, in Chicago. Black Cross Hotel's brand of industrial strength post-punk. I really like this. Yeah, see, I remember. I read this and I was like, that's a nice phrase. Industrial strength post-punk stands firmly on sweat-soaked leather and concrete floors. The band's sound channels the percussive ferocity of industrial pioneers from the United Kingdom while building on the sonic aggression of Midwestern stalwarts. Featuring members of Stepping Westwards and the Atlas Moth, the five-piece aesthetic effortless blends raw aggression with nuanced atmospheric layers and drawing influence from the golden days of neon mighty riffs and tracks made of wax. Ooh, wax records. So yeah, that's cool. I mean, Stepping Westward is the band for me. I played them also here, and I'm really happy to have members of them here again with me. Anyway, we have not much out yet. A few singles, and now The House God Doesn't Visit, and we can use some more love, guys. So, I always tell you, if you like what you hear, follow them on their Instagram, on their Twitter, and wherever you can find them. And of course, also put their songs in your playlist. Follow also my playlist, please. Thank you. And now here you go. This is Black Cross Hotel with The House God Doesn't Visit. Enjoy.
This place has made
The next artist is very close to my heart because I'm the singer of Kaltblut. And the song I'm going to play is the newest one from Kaltblut. And it is one of the newest ones from Kaltblut, let's put it this way. It's not their most requested, to be honest. It's this one here, Paralyse. And Kaltblut, this is, me with the boys and girls. I really, your own you love your own babies and stuff. We have some videos out. If you like what you hear, please follow us on Instagram and on Spotify. You know the drill. And if you don't, do it anyway. So here you go. This is Kaltblut with Paralyse. The next band, I don't recall that I have played them before, so we are new on the show, and we have an English name, but they sing in German. And I always like if you sing in your mother tongue. I don't care if you're from Russia, if you are from Spain or wherever. Use your mother tongue. I really like that. I only speak in English because I want to reach, a worldwide audience. Otherwise, ich würde Deutsch reden, na klar. Anyway, but I, of course, sing in German, as you heard. So, the next band, they are in my Spotify playlist, of course, because we really belong in there. It's more punk than post-punk, to be honest. Where are we? Here. The Dead and Kids, and the song is called So Viel Frust. So much frustration, I would translate it on the fly. And we're doing quite well, for a small band. And, okay, are you ready for escalation? And we are from Dresden and Leipzig. Dresden and Leipzig. Anyway, we are kind of punk, rock, metal, hard rock, German, English, political, social, critical, personal, and ironic lyrics. So we don't set themselves any borders. We kind of. No genres will define them. We are kind of all over the place. I like that, and they have a very distinct singing style. So I guess you can always hear them out or hear that they are them. And as you can see, they are currently on tour. So if you are in Germany, I think we're all in German here. Oh, Cottbus, Düsseldorf, Chemnitz, not so far away from me. So if you want to see them live, just check their tour dates on Spotify. You can see them as well. By the way, if you follow the artists on Spotify, you also get reminders, whenever something happens or they play in your area. So if you want to help these artists out, you first of all should like and subscribe my channel. Follow the artists you like here in this show, and show them some love on Instagram, on Spotify. Put their music in their in your Spotify playlists, like I did with them. And now I give you the Dead and Kids with So Viel Frust. Enjoy.
Ein solcher Tag vergangen, an dem mir alles misslang. Ausgelaugt, hilflos und ausgebremst. Ich bin von Negativität überschwemmt.
The next band I have just recently played, I mean, in one of the last few shows, with the song I like the most, but of course they make new music. And as it is, like always, I mean, most of you guys, of the listeners might be musicians themselves. If you want to play, if you want me to play your songs, use the link in the description and send it to me, please. So, you know, you like your newest song the best, of course. That's just normal. But I mean, they might not want me to tell you that, but I have one song from them. I mean, they're in my Spotify playlist, so this tells you this belongs in there. They're more fringe, to be honest, from where I'm coming from, is them here. The band is called Town. If you want to see them, find them on Instagram, it's Town Band. They're found like this. And the song I'm going to play is The Dying of Our Light. And I have to admit here, this song, Crying Out, is, you see, it's over 30,000 plays on Spotify. I really, really, really love this song. And there's another one here, this one, Assyrian Prince, Those Who Fall, is also a really, really cool song. And it's, you know, what I really like, they're so professional, because younger bands or bands who start out, they usually, make this mistake to make their songs too long, you know, that they have one idea and then harp on it over and over again, but they are really, really professional. They're from Tullinge, South Stockholm in Sweden. Was founded in 2017, and I love them. You know, I mean, they are really. I'm surprised that we have so little followers and so less listeners. So please help me. You know, you see, I feature them prominently in my Spotify playlist because I really think they need to be heard more. I really, really love them. Crying Out and Assyrian Prince, Those Who Fall, is such a, I mean, it's epic in just 2 minutes and 33 seconds. Anyway, you're going to hear now The Dying of Our Light. This is a more traditional song. And I still included it, even if it is a little bit fringe for me. Fringe meaning, that it is not gothic rock, it's not darkwave, and it's not industrial metal for sure. So it has more mainstream appeal, and I really like that. So, you know, I don't get why we are not more well known, because we're really, really good. We have perfect voice and such nice melodies. Anyway, I'm swooning all over, and you're here for the music and not for me swooning. So here you go. This is Town with Dying of Our Light. Enjoy.
Severed soul to me. Leave yourself a mask behind the dying of the light. Align myself into this narrative. The sand that weeps provides for me a life. In dreams I lie. I'm trying to find that everything I feel, and everyone I know will slowly fall. Such a song, paint me now a perfect man, so everyone can see. As years go by and we subside, our fire once lit tonight. When the past is gone and the pain is over, we will see the light instead. I can tell it now. I'll thrive and still provide for those who confide in me. I was born indifferent to desire. I hide behind these walls and let them stay. Never fall. See me now, a perfect man. Divide me as we kill. Tears go by and we subside at fire. That will die. When the past is stuck and the pain is over, when we see the light instead, I can tell it now, just around the corner. When I die, I will say, when the past is stuck and the pain is over, when we see the light instead, I can tell it now, just around the corner. When I die, I will say it. Let's go, let's it over, movie scenes there. Tell me now, what's around the corner? When I will say, is it over? Is it over? Is it over? Is it over?
We are coming to the biggest star of a show because, from their monthly listeners and things, but it's now we're in the quiet section of a show. I try to cluster songs a little bit so that it's not like a heavy one. And, I personally like that, but I learned through, some hard lessons that not everyone likes music like me, heavy and then soft and then fast and then slow. So I kind of cluster songs together. And the next band is doing really well. Like I said, we are called CATBEAR. CATBEAR, I guess. CATBEAR. And they do very well. I played them before. And I really like them. Where actually, if you might not know that, we have their own playlists and stuff, and do very well with this as well. So I guess they're also you can submit songs to them as well. So maybe if you do more something around indie alt pop and stuff, because this is what it's more. It's not darkwave or post punk and stuff, but I'm kind of focusing on. We are more indie alternative, this is kind of their music. And I'm going to play their latest single, Neuerscheinung, single, Darkness. And let's find out a little bit more. We are best pals who love making music together. We are usually working on the soundtrack to our latest unrequited crush. Unrequited, I think it's somewhere between London and Brighton, UK. So we also have shows out now. Next shows in 11th October in Dalton's, Brighton, UK. See you there. You see we're doing very well. Mostly listened to in London, but also Sydney and Melbourne. And we're cool. And like you see, we're more we're this duo, and we're more traditional. Traditional indie alternative music. But I really, really like it. This is the cool things I can do here. I only play music I like. I really like this one. It's quiet, so, something, if you have somebody nearby to cuddle with, this is the song for you now. This is CATBEAR with Darkness. we're staying quiet, but get a little bit more heavy, electronic rock heavy. And last week I played an old song from her, which she re-releases now. And now I'm going to play the new song, which is already in my Spotify playlist. And she is definitely, I can say this with, wholeheartedly, she's definitely the visually most stunning artist on this show for sure. And here she is. She calls her project Moons in Retrograde. And the song I'm going to play from her is Mirror Obscura. By the way, this is how my system goes with a Spotify playlist. I put you in at the end, down on the bottom, and you through two weeks you will be in my Spotify playlist, and you rise to the top slowly. So that's why I got asked from another band why can't you place me on top on something? Everyone gets to the top. It just, takes a little while, and this is easy for me because I have to handle all by myself. I'm a one-man show here, one-man army, and this is the easiest for me, so I don't have to, anything. This is the easiest for me. So, Moons in Retrograde, and here this is her new song, Mirror Obscura. And now we get to the visually stunning stuff. She does. She's a makeup artist also and works for theater companies and stuff. She really knows what she's doing, and it's sometimes very, very creepy. But I really, really like her. By the way, if you want, there is a. If you check my YouTube channel, there is a. Talk with her, where we talk about her music and her background and, where she comes from. So if you're interested in more about this artist, check this out. Her name is Kara, but she goes by Moons in Retrograde. And for this song, she has a cool video. Check out her channel and, follow her on YouTube and follow her on Instagram. She's also quite big on TikTok. I'm not a big TikTok fan, but, you can find her there. And she has, lots of crazy stuff and tutorials, so check it out. Anyway, you're here for the music, so you get now Mirror Obscura from Moons in Retrograde. Enjoy.
Beauty of the night, the depth of rock and dead skin. I scratch that curious itch. I melt into your darkness, into your darkness. Motion
I'm really ahead of the time this time with my show, because as I'm taping this, the next song I'm going to play now is not released yet and is not on Spotify yet. But it will be in my Spotify playlist, don't worry, because she belongs there. It's more poppy. And I also wanted to say thank you very much. I have lots of females in this show, and I'm really, really happy for that. You know, I'm a male singer myself and musician and artist, but you know, I like that in this, you know, I had CATBEAR, I had Bisexual, I have now Persha is her name, and I had Moons in Retrograde. So lots of, you know, female artists, or at least, you know, duos where a female is also included. I'm really happy for that, you know, because I think sometimes women are a little bit underrepresented, and, you know, I want to change that as well. And if you like what you hear, of course, follow them and, you know, show them some love and be nice. Anyway, the next artist, I already said, is Persha. That's her name. I mean, that's the name of her artist persona. And you won't find the song here because it's not out yet. As of this taping, it's out in 8 days. But, you know, as this is... Anyway. I'm Persha. I collect human emotions and cook them into sonic treats to feed your mind and bewitch your body. So here you go. That's a nice text. Good-looking lady, you know. Reminds me a little bit of Grace Jones a little bit, you know. A little bit over-the-top aesthetics. I mean, I don't mean this disrespectful. Please don't get me wrong. Anyway, so here you go. This is Persha with... now I have to check. What was the name? A Step Back will be the track you're going to hear now. Enjoy.
Place to stay.
The next artist is, I wouldn't call a regular, but I have played him before, so I know of him already. You know, I'm doing this now for quite some while. I do this for over 10 years now, and for over 6 years, I'm also on Submit Hub. So if you want to be in one of the next shows, please use the link in the description and send it to me. I need all the copyright details for, you know, streaming it on YouTube and Hypernova Radio, you know, for radio airplay. I need the copyright permissions. Thank you. Anyway, and this artist I have played before, and he or she, I don't really know. Anyway, let's find out together what kind of music they do. So they're currently in my Spotify playlist. This tells you something. I think it's more along industrial EBM, dark synthwave. Here they are. WarePredator. That's how they call themselves. It's written W-A-R-E and then a capital P and then Predator. Yeah, R-E-D-A-T-O-R. And this is the latest single, Every 100 Years. It's a strange title, to be honest, but I guess there's something behind it, which I don't know. If you want to engage with me, let me know in the comment section what it is about. And WarePredator says about himself, future, past and present converge in a dark synthwave setting. Sonic voyages transport listeners to a world where neon-lit cityscapes and pulsating circuits converge. The Exorcist, post-apocalyptic car chase mixed with 80s horror flick, make way. Anyway, you know, there's a lot of stuff here that you can read. I wouldn't call it just simply synthwave. It has, of course, synthwave things. It's a little bit darker, a little bit more heavy. Anyway, I like it, and I'm gonna play now Every 100 Years from WarePredator. Enjoy. The last song of the show is an old song which I've done a few years ago, as I was still part of King Sinister, And King Sinister was a love child between, let's see, what we've wrote. King Sinister is the love child of Simple Fixty and Megamodach. Simple Fixty is in Norway. And we do the metal step style founded by Simple Fixty. So I provide the lyrics and the voice. I'm singing that, and Simple Fixty made the music, and I like it. But as you know. Every artist likes his own creation. It's a quieter one, and it's a nice fade out for this show. So enjoy King Sinister with Being. So, that's it. That's episode 389 of Shellshocked Radio Discovery. I hope you found something you like, and if you do, please show the artist you like some love. Follow them on Instagram, on Spotify. Put their music in your in your list and stream it. And also follow my Spotify playlist, please. This helps me out and the artists which are in there. And if you want to be in there and also in one of the next shows, please use the link in the description and send me your music. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Stay safe, stay healthy, have a good evening, afternoon, or morning, wherever you listen to that. And I see you back next week in episode 390 of Shellshocked Radio Discovery. Bye-bye.